Hey guys, what's up? As you can see, I got another project done, and you've probably seen this blaster before somewhere. Nom did a video on his a while ago, and I thought it was super cool, so I copied him completely. Before I kind of get started, I just want to give full credit to Nom. This is his idea. I really liked his video. I thought it was awesome, so I decided to make one for my own. And I'll post a link to the original video that he posted about it a while ago, just so you know where I got the idea from, if you haven't already seen it. So yeah, full credit to Nom. Cool idea. Yeah. Thanks for the idea. So we'll start at the back. Regular stock. I didn't make it removable because I honestly forgot, and I don't feel like opening it up again. And then I have a screw on either side, two on that side because I derped, and that is screwed into the pump, so it acts as a pump stop. I can't pull it out any further. And the pump had to be extended, or at least the way I did it, it had to be extended just to get nice pressure. And this is just an elbow, just like the original. Polycarbonate reinforcements on the lever trigger. Well, I guess they're not really reinforcements, they just support the lever trigger. And yep, those are all kind of rounded. 3 screws going right into the shell. And then that's actually just a nylon rod that I've taken a 1032 tap to, and I just threaded the nylon rod. And I put some nylon, put a nylon acorn and then 2 nylon bolts, and you can see the lever in there. And I got the stock trigger spring in there, so the trigger feels nice. But then I have an extension spring connected to the lever, pulling in the opposite direction. And then I have a wire connected to the lever. So it's a nice trigger pull. It's very crisp when it has pressure in it, and I really like it. Going to the breech, pretty much copied Nom again on this nub. Just mine's at the back and his was at the front, and I just think that's the best way to do it. I originally had like a standoff and then a polycarb thing. Oh, I can get it for you actually. Yeah, here it is. I had this screwed in there, so it's just a standoff and like a polycarb nub. And I just didn't like how it looked, and it was just screwed in right there. And I don't know, I didn't think it looked as good as how he had his with the nub, so I made a little nub out of a 1/2-inch polycarbonate. And I tried to polish it, and I think I did an okay job. Got some black oxide screws in there, countersunk. And then you can see the little breech slot. And I did my best on smoothing this. It's all rounded over, sanded to 800 grit. It's extremely smooth. I wanted it to make it look like a stock opening, so I took my time on it and did it really slow. Unfortunately, my Berserker tank was covered in solvent weld, so I guess the person at the factory who glued it together is sloppy or whatever, because it was just covered in solvent weld, and I didn't bother cleaning it off because, oh well, I don't want to break the tank by accident. And then going to the barrel, mine's 20 inches. I'm gonna buy another Longstrike barrel, and I'm gonna make another barrel because this is removable. That it'll just be flush right there. Just for looks, I want to have 2 barrels, and this one's 20 inches. It works really good. It's all mechanically fastened down here. The brass is 17/32, and that's gooped into the PVC, and then the PVC is mechanically fastened up here, and it's just kind of floating back here. It doesn't need to be glued in. Oh, it's just, don't mind that, my cousin wrote on the table, I think, or maybe that was me, I don't know. And yeah, it's removable. I'll just crack it open right now, if I can do it with one hand. So yeah, that's the barrel. And the way I did it, just like a sled at the back, because I wanted to make the slot as close to the tank as I possibly could, because if the slot, like let's say the slot's up here, it wouldn't be, but let's just say it is, then all this would be dead space. With this, the slot is as close to the tank as I could possibly get it, so there's like a minimal amount of dead space. Dead space in this gun wouldn't really matter, like a couple inches of dead space, but, well, just because the tank is so powerful. But, you know, if you can avoid dead space, it's good too. And the barrel is polished on the inside and outside to as high of a finish as I felt like doing, because it's actually a lot of work to polish brass, in my opinion. So yeah, I tried my best, and I'm just going to give it a pause right now, and I'll reset up for a firing test. So, see you in a sec. Okay, so we're set up. There is 2 cardboard boxes there. So if it penetrates the whole thing, that's 3 layers of cardboard. I'm just going to shoot a beige. This is a Sierra Rod beige foam. And it's just weighted with a single BB. I don't have anything heavier right now. So, yep. And I'm going to pump it 6 times. And they're 1.5 inch darts, by the way, if anyone knows, if anyone cares. Alright, so pretty sure that was 6. And I'm pretty far behind the camera, so this is about, I don't know, 15 feet away. And let's do one more, just for good measure. Same dart, single BB, Sierra Rod beige, 6 pumps. And I totally missed. Should have been aiming instead of looking at the screen on my phone. So, went through the first, don't mind those holes, those were there before. Went through the first box, exited, the foam exited, and then the dart head went through the third box. So, I guess that just means it was a shitty dart. So the foam went through 2 layers, and it's destroyed. And then the dart head kept on traveling and went through the other box. So I guess if I had some better foam, or I shot some better foam, it might have been better. And I do have some better foam. I got some nice pink foam, and some nice red foam, and some blue foam, and some white foam. But I like that foam, and I don't want to destroy it. And that's just a portion of my dart drawer. I mean, every Nerfer should have tons of darts, and that's like 1/4 of them. So, yep. Just a little quick thing of my workshop, kind of. More darts over there, and then final look at the gun. If anyone has any questions on how to do this, I don't believe there's a write-up anywhere yet. I'm not gonna do one because it's not my job. You know, I didn't make up the blaster, but yeah, if you have any questions on how to do this, how I did it, you're just curious, you're doing one, whatever, feel free to ask. I can do some internal shots later if you'd like. The tank is mounted by epoxy putty mold, squeezing it, and then the polycarb supports going through the lever trigger kind of helps. The front of the brass is epoxied into the front little piece right there of the Longstrike, and then the 2 screws back there, one on each side, holding the pump tube. And then right here where the pump is, I actually have another epoxy putty mold that's probably about that fat holding the pump, so it's, you know, it doesn't wiggle. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Again, I'll leave Nom's video on the bottom. That was my inspiration for doing this. I think it's one of the coolest mods in a really long time. And I just love modding air blasters. They're my favorite things to mod. So that's why I did one of these. So Nom, thanks again. And everyone else, I hope you enjoyed watching it. This was my interpretation of Nom's BB Big Blast Longstrike mod. So yeah, thanks again. And like always, have a good night. And I'll see you on the forums.